How to set up your controller for Sombra in Overwatch 2. Hey, so if you haven't seen my previous video on how to set up your Pro Controller for other heroes like Lucio or Mercy, I highly recommend you check that out first. And whether you're playing on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo Switch, feel free to use this button equivalence guide for your convenience. A photo of this is available to view in the description section down below. With that in mind, I'll be showing you various different setups on custom remapping your Pro or non-Pro controller based on your own playstyle and preferred hero. For this video, we'll be infiltrated by one of the world's most notorious hackers, Sombra.
I'm going in.
Love her or hate her, Sombra works best in the shadows. Wreaking havoc in the backlines and providing that mental pressure of a constant threat is what she does best. But sometimes, with this tactic, some teammates may not actively see her providing value for the team. Be that as it may, a good Sombra has a unique value proposition where she provides consistent backline pressure, skill disruption, health pack denial, and most importantly, scouting. While most Sombra players mainly just use her as a backline harasser, such as a Tracer or Reaper, Sombra can go one step beyond that role, tagging flanking enemies and pinging enemy positions, as well as even letting your teammates know who you'll be hacking, and ergo weakening, goes a long way in a team engagement. The fact alone that she can stay invisible while providing this information makes her quite invaluable. But to make full use of all these skills and communication advantages, you'll want to have easy access to each function, all while maintaining complete control of Sombra's movements. So, with the right controller layout, you can be one step closer to hacking your way to an easy victory. First up, we have the standard layout. If you're the type who likes to swap heroes more often than not, then it really isn't a bad idea to stick to the default layout. But since this is still a hero shooter overall, you will need to adjust the sensitivity settings according to your own preference. First, open the menu and select Options. Press R3 and select Sombra. Now that you have Sombra on screen, take Advanced and feel free to copy the sensitivity and aim assist settings on screen. But you may decide to change the settings to whatever you're most comfortable with, based on your own playstyle. Though, if you notice, I've actually bumped up my sensitivity quite a bit. This is because I recently purchased those foam control rings that you wrap around your analog sticks, such as the Control Freak Precision rings. While it took some getting used to, I'm now able to make even faster turns with a higher aim sensitivity, but still be able to aim slowly and accurately whenever I want, due to the added friction that the foam rings provide. Now as for the Pro Controller, like the DualSense Edge, you can set the X button to the left back button, or LB, and then the circle button to the right back button, or RB. Feel free to swap these two if you wish. For a non-Pro controller, we have the Beacon Blitz layout. A properly placed translocator is essential for Sombra to have a reliable escape mechanism. As a projectile, the beacon she tosses will rely on her aim, but at the same time, you'll also need to be able to shoot at a moment's notice. Therefore, having access to both these functions at all times is paramount to her survival. On the controls panel for Sombra, scroll down to the Weapons and Abilities section and remap Ability 2 or Translocator to the L2 button, then Interact to the right D-pad, and then Secondary Fire or Hack to the R1 button. Now, head over to the Communication tab and scroll down to Ping in World. Remap this to the L3 button. Since Sombra should primarily use Translocator and Stealth as her main means of movement, it makes sense to pair them up on the left shoulder buttons, while the aim-dependent Hack and Primary Fire are both on the right shoulder buttons. And until they add wall climbing to Sombra, just like how she was in her cinematic short, I don't see a need to prioritize the jump button over any other function. Additionally, since we have Ping and World on the L3 button, you can now easily tag and communicate on the go. Now for the Communicator layout, this is a Pro Controller layout where the back buttons are used exclusively for the ping system. This can be extremely important, especially if you would rather have the default settings for Interact on the L3 button, and Ping and World on the left D-pad. On your Pro Controller, remap the down D-pad to the left back button, and then the left D-pad to the right back button. This ensures that you'll be able to communicate effectively without having to stop in place just to press the D-pad. And there you have it. For more controller layouts, make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, that's right, we still have my own preferred Pro Controller layout, Hack the Planet. This layout is just a Pro Controller version of the Beacon Blitz layout, so make sure your button settings are set to that. Now on your Pro Controller, make sure you have both back buttons set exactly as the standard layout we discussed earlier. This layout combines the efficiency of using the Beacon Blitz layout while still giving you access to the jump and crouch buttons at all times. There are so many ways to customize your button layouts for the Pro Controller of your choice, but these are the 4 I found most useful when playing Sombra. If you have your own preferred button layout, feel free to share it in the comments section down below. And if you want to see more of my custom layouts for other Overwatch 2 heroes, consider subscribing to my channel for future updates. GG everyone. Peace!